puñetera llave no la encontramos, ¿eh? La puñetera llave no la encontramos, tío. Estoy como un mongolo dando vueltas. Que aquí ya estuve antes, tío. Vale. 14 de sombra. No habrá soltado el gilipollas este la llave. Esto es para salir. Esto es para guardar. Aquí ya hemos estado antes. Aquí ya hemos estado también. Por allí salimos y por aquí bajamos. Es que no está la puta llave del tío este. Ya me estoy mosqueándome. No podemos hacer nada, tío. No quiero dormir, pero ahora mismo está aquí la puta llave en algún sitio. Vale. Mira, verás. Eso no estaba antes, ¿eh? Yo creo que es esta. Esa puta llave no estaba antes ahí. Ya no se ve nada. Esta se puede abrir, tío. Ojo, que la otra no se podía, ¿eh? Esta tampoco. Pues vámonos, que creo que ya la hemos conseguido. Ahí, tira para arriba. pasado de largo, tío. Te estoy cogiendo tirria, canijo de mierda.
You found the key. That's the right one?
Dime que sí.
Yes, a southern flying
Hombre.
squirrel. Thank you so much. I'll bring the files right in, so please go to the meeting room.
Okay, I'll be waiting for you.
Well, Zach, we just got here, and we've cracked a big case already.
The victim's name was Anna Graham. Age 18, she just recently graduated from high school this year. Her dream was to move out to the city and become a model. But for the time being, she was working in the A&G diner here in town. She lived with her mother, Sally. Anna's father died in an accident in a lumber mill when she was a child. Her mother is unemployed and lives on the insurance money from her husband's accident. After all, it's a small town with a low cost of living. Financially, they seem to get by fine, and they led normal lives.
A normal life is exactly what a curious teenager doesn't want. It's all starting to make sense, Zach.
City folk, huh? No, I take that back. All of them can't be as bad as him, and some should have better manners.
Huh. This is a good biscuit. I've never tasted a biscuit this delicious. Where in town can I get these?
Well, actually, I baked them myself.
That's amazing. What are you doing in law enforcement? I'm very particular about biscuits, I'll have you know. The balance of milk and butter you've achieved here. Oh, my.
Agent Morgan,
Tío, que está
the
hablando
autopsy's
de cómo
ready.
hacer galleta.
You are welcome to accompany me to the Greenvale General Hospital. Emily, you come too. Thomas, stay here and tidy up these files.
Yes, sir.
We're going to use the car outside. Let's get going. You might think this is just a small-town police investigation, but our inspections are thorough and solid. I'm hoping you won't slow us down.
Uy, qué borde es el sheriff, tío. Otro caso. 1 hora 40 minutos de juego. Número de días totales 1. Y seguimos igual que antes. Tenemos 2620 todavía.
The Greenvale General Hospital is down the road by the lake. It's too far to walk. Come on, get in the car.
If I'm riding in a car, George, I prefer to be the driver. Can you provide a car for me?
What are you talking about? You don't even know how to get there.
Which is another good reason for me to drive, George. I need to learn my way around town.
Oh, man.
Gente se va a llevar fatal.
Very well. Then I'll ride with you. I want to keep an eye on you.
Fair enough.
Just one thing, Agent Morgan. Your involvement in this case is limited. That means you don't have to learn your way around town.
George, we'd better get moving. The hospital closes at 2100.
El hospital cierra a las 9 de la noche, a las 21:00. Límite de 9, son las 11 de la mañana. Hasta la 1 podemos comer como andamos de hambre. George, ¿cómo andas de hambre? No tenemos ni que parar ni a comer. Venga, vámonos. Espérate, ¿y ahora algo? quiero... Porque mira una cosa. ¿Ves? No, coño, que hay aquí.
Agent Morgan, get us there quickly, but drive within the speed limit. Just because you have a badge doesn't mean you can drive like a maniac.
George, what are you, his mother?
We just need to get the autopsy results.
Agent York isn't accustomed to the town yet. Give him a little slack. Well then, Agent York, let's get going.
Sure, sounds good.
Morgan, I can't help noticing you prefer to work alone.
Most of the time, yes.
Don't you get lonely, flying all over the country alone?
I must say I've never felt lonely.
Are you married?
Unfortunately, relationships and I are fleeting strangers. I don't get on very well with women, you might be surprised to hear.
That's because you're young. You notice things like that at my age. You have to treat women carefully, like a thin crystal wine glass.
está.
If you're wandering off, then we'll go on ahead. We don't have time to mess around.
Okay, I'll meet up with you later.
Agent York, the hospital closes at 2100. Please make it inside before then.
Por aquí hay una casa. Vamos esto. entrar. Hemos llegado a la
Agent Morgan, have you no respect for rules and protocol? We were waiting for you, and now you try to go in by yourself.
Oh, George. I didn't see you in the parking lot, so I thought I'd wait inside.
Just watch it from now on. I don't like inconsiderate people who think that they're above the rules, and I'm sure I've made this point clear by now.
Calm down, George. He probably just got lost on his way here and rushed in. Right, Agent York? Let's go inside then.
Emily es buena gente. George no me cae muy bien. Yo soy yo.
Hello, Sheriff.
Fiona Frickles.
Hi there, Fiona. We're here to see Usha. Do you know where he is?
I think Dr. Johnson is in the computer room.
A computer room? In a hospital?
Nice to meet you, Mr. FBI agent. The computer room is where our employees share a computer.
Very nice to meet you, too. I'm FBI Special Agent Francis York Morgan. But how did you know I was FBI?
Easy. None of the police in this town wear cologne. Besides, that scar on your face is the biggest rumor in town.
Rumors get exaggerated as they spread, even in the countryside.
What's that you're reading, if I may ask?
You haven't heard of this yet? It's a recent bestseller mystery. It's set in the U.S., a small traditional North American town close to the Canadian border. A peaceful, traditional place. However, that peaceful town is shattered by a terrible crime, the murder of a local girl. And that incident causes grief and sadness to everyone in town. But everyone knows seditious, heinous, evil still lurking, alive. Yes, much like the situation right now here in Greenville.
Fiona, don't say that.
Sorry, I shouldn't have said that. With Anna dead and all.
Don't worry. Books are written to entertain, and it's good you're enjoying it. What we're faced with here is a terrible crime committed in a real world. Much different from that of a novel. So there's no need to apologize.
Thank you, Agent York.
¿Qué tenemos que hacer ahora? Tenemos que ir a la sala de informática. Guardamos. Le da la gana a Francis este. Vamos a guardar partida. Creo que empieza un poquito de acción. Sí. Esto para ver bien. Aquí.
We couldn't find him.
Fiona needs to check her information.
No, I don't think so. Does the doctor like playing games by any chance?
What do you mean?
There's a message on the computer, and a card key already set in place. The king passes the rook and meets the bishop. The knight takes a pawn along for the queen.
What does that all mean?
It's a simple puzzle.
Zach, let's take him up on his challenge. You can do this, right?
Rey pasa la torre delante del alfil. ¿Eh? Rey. Roy pasa la torre antes de dar alfil, caballo, come peón, hacia la dama. Ahí perdido, tócate el coño.
Zach, something is still missing. We need more clues.
Necesitamos más pistas, no. Espera, tira para atrás.
Zach, something is still missing. We need more clues.
Ese es el rey. Caballo. Peón. Y la reina. Vale. A ver si doy con el puñete. Yo al ajedrez no sé jugar. Rey pasa la torre delante de alfil. Es que no sé lo que es el alfil, la torre y de los cojones. Así tampoco es.
Zach, something is still missing. We need more clues.
Pero lo tengo que hacer ya por cojones. Tampoco.
Zach, something is still missing. We need more clues.
A ver, los pósters tiene que ver algo.
Zach, something is still missing. We need more clues.
Quítate ya. Rey. Después deberíamos ver caballo, rey. Caballo, peón. A ver si es así. Rey, caballo, peón. Yo me cago en su puta madre.
Zach, something is still missing. We need more clues.
La torre delante del alfil. Joder.
Zach, something is still missing. We need more clues.
sé cómo, cuál es. No tengo ni...
Zach, something is still missing. We need more clues.
Es que no sé cómo es, tío. No sé cómo va. A ver. Es que no sé cuál es. Tío, ¿cómo va esto? La hostia puta que lo parió. Yo es que no sé cómo va, tío. Es que no sé cuál es, tío. ¿Cómo va?
Zach, something is still missing. We need more clues.
El rey es este. Vale. El rey es este. Rey. Yo creo que es así, tío. No estoy seguro. Hostia, ya, su puta madre, tío. ¿Por qué coño no viene en español? Hostia. Puta la madre ya.
Zach, something is still missing.
Es que cuando llego
We
aquí
need
se me
more
olvida.
clues.
Es el rey. ¿Y la otra cuál es? Rey, rock, bishop. Rey, rock. Es este. Torre. Y este. Este, no. Vale. Ese y ese. Sería 1, 2, 3 y 4. Y la reina, vale. A ver si me entero. Yo creo que ya la lea. Ya la lea.
Zach, something is still missing. We need more clues.
Pero coño, tarda mucho, tío. Es esa. La Torre y alfil. Torre y alfil. Ese sí. Torre y alfil. Pues vale. El caballo de los cojones. Creo que va así. Caballo. Tu puta madre. Dios, que venía en inglés, colega. ¿Cómo que no?
The doctor awaits below with the deceased.
Another code? But there's nowhere to insert a password.
More games. I'm going to get Fiona to call Usha up here right now.
No need, George. The message appeared with the card key. It's telling us where to use it.
This is not the time to be joking around, Agent Morgan.
Dr. Usha is below with the deceased. With Anna. Below being underground, I take it. Simple. Simple. Then it's time to meet the mischievous architect of this little game.
Nah.
Tarjeta del sótano. Lío esto, Recuerdo esta zona es muy jodida, tío. Debía poder abrir la puerta con la tarjeta que he conseguido antes. Venga, vamos. A ver qué coño nos encontramos aquí ahora. Lo mismo no es esta sala. Sí, todavía estoy jugando. Estantería para cadáveres. Buenas, Andrés, ¿qué tal? ¿Cómo estás? Bienvenido. Por aquí no podemos tirar. Si por aquí no podemos tirar, será por la otra sala. tiltar ojo para que entre Francia y Andrés. No te preocupes. Ya las horas que son es normal, tío. Mira, aquí guardamos partida. Esto lo hago porque quiero que este vídeo esté en YouTube cuando se pueda. Quiero tener este juego allí. Mira, aquí tenemos una. Y yo no sé para qué coño vale eso, pero bueno. Aquí podemos comprar cuando andamos de hambre. Tiene sueño, tiene hambre, tiene nada. Este tío es un crack. Ya hemos llegado, tío, este. Tío, me está entrando hasta frío, tío.
Usha, sorry to keep you
Mangas
waiting.
cortas.
Ah, you made it. Let's get started, shall we?
Ay, usa Jackson, doctor. Coño, pues
This is Agent Morgan from the FBI.
Nice to meet you. I'm Usha Johnson, the doctor in this hospital.
FBI Special Agent Francis York Morgan.
Gracias, abuelo.
Please call me York. Everyone calls me that.
Very well, Agent York.
Are you a forensic practitioner?
Let's just say I've dealt with corpses before.
That battle of wits, by the way. Did you create that yourself?
I just wanted to see if our FBI agent could handle the task.
I see. Well, it was pretty fun.
Oh, I'm glad you liked it.
We don't have much time. We need those autopsy results.
Qué payaso es el tío ese, tío. Le tengo un asco que no puedo con él.
Next time, try challenging us without obstructing an investigation. You've angered the monarch.
From the onset of rigor mortis, the stiffening of the muscles, the time of death is estimated to be between 20 and 2200 hours. That's still quite early for such a crime to take place. Note that there are 2 exterior wounds, pressure marks around the neck, and a long cut running from chest to abdomen. Blood marks on her right hand tell us she was gripping something round in her right hand. Her skull is also fractured, but that is unrelated to the cause of death. It probably happened to her after she was killed. Now, I first thought death by suffocation, due to the marks on her neck. But after further investigation, I now have a different conclusion. The direct cause of death was loss of blood from the wound.
Which means...
She was cut up while she was still alive.
Wow.
Yes, a sharp knife was used. It was inserted beneath the sternum and then quickly sliced downwards. The excessive loss of blood from her internal organs is what actually killed her. Her nails are clean, and with no skin cells from the attacker. She also doesn't appear to have been bound nor badly beaten. She was apparently killed without resistance.
Sí, hoy sí.
The most tragic thing, however, was that she was unable to speak her story to anyone who could hear her cries.
Creo que este es mi directo más largo. Pero es que este juego hay que
The
hacerlo así,
perpetrator
si no,
cut
no,
out
no,
Hannah's
no.
tongue.
Well, I believe she was drugged first to phase her consciousness, and then the killer killed her.
El asesino hizo con la tía lo que le dio la gana.
Now, the killer most likely has a deep, traumatized past concerning women. He probably cannot converse with them normally. Cutting out the tongue suggests a very lonely individual. Either that or a truly hardcore sadist. He must get off on watching women suffer, especially when they can't answer back. And he watched as the blood pumped from her body, as she gradually grew cold. A case in Seattle in 1985 was much like...
Usha, please, limit your report to your findings as a doctor. Criminal profiling is my job. You're wrong, also. Anna died fully, deeply, painfully aware of what was happening to her.
But,
What?
Tell me, what time did it stop raining on the night Anna was killed?
Just before I went to bed, right after the movie on TV ended, so around 1 a.m.
What movie was it?
An American Werewolf in London.
Directed by John Landis, 1981. So the rain stopped, accompanied by the ending song.
Estas son películas de verdad, lo de lo que habla.
George, would you mind if I examined Anna myself?
What more do you hope to find?
I'm sure I mentioned that I have a personal interest in cases like these.
No entiendo yo muy bien esto. Ah, vale, hay que mirar a esta. No sé qué edad debe de tener, pero no puede ser muy viejo. Parece un doctor de confianza. Vale. Venga, vamos a mirar aquí a Ana. Hay resto de líquido evaporado alrededor de los ojos. Debe de haber llorado antes de morir. Tenía algo en la mano y se lo quitaron. Unas 6 horas después de la muerte. Joder. El objeto era circular con un signo de la paz en relieve. No se ve nada más, ¿no? Aquí se ve algo más. Aquí. Pero rubio precioso. Le han arrancado la lengua. Mira el borde del muñón. Aquí. Lleva una uña postiza perfecta.
From her lack of resistance, I'd say that Anna's injuries happened very quickly. Unable to speak, she was then left to cry herself to death.
Zach, it's all starting to come together.
The perpetrator stayed with her for at least 2 hours until it stopped raining. At the estimated time of her death, it was still raining, but you can still see tear marks on her cheeks. That means she was killed under a roof somewhere. She was then carried into the woods after it stopped raining.
There's one other thing.
Donde la encontraron.
Her tongue was removed with a very blunt knife. In fact, it's more likely it was simply chopped off.
Asha, are you a passionate man?
Well, not particularly, but I am man enough should the moment call for it.
George, how about you?
I'm very passionate. Yes. Especially when it comes to women. But I don't see what that has to do with anything.
George, the perpetrator is just like you. He's passionate about women. He's a passionate kisser. This was a kiss of death.
The perpetrator bit off Anna's tongue.
We'll never get a dental print from a wound like this. But this is still a big lead.
Madre mía, arrancó la lengua de un bocado.
Jackpot, Zach. A shame, but our old-time all-American sightseeing tour just came to an end.
This case is now under the jurisdiction of the FBI. I'm assuming command. I'll need you to assist me in the investigation.
What in the hell do you mean, Agent Morgan? I know I said I was passionate, but you can't think I did this.
That's not why I'm assuming command, George. You're a suspect just as much as every other passionate man on Earth. Let me show you something.
Oh, soy sospechoso.
There you go. Amazing, huh? I'm sure you have a lot of questions, but most of the details are top secret.
Yo no me he enterado de lo que ha dicho.
George, Emily, we should be going. No need to stay here any longer.
Okay. I have to sign the release. Just give me a moment.
Very well. I'll go on ahead. I can't take it any longer down here. Bishop takes queen. His rook takes your queen. Then your knight takes rook. And checkmate.
Huh?
Es el puñetero puzzle que hemos jodido.
My first victory in the Grandmaster ranking.
Ojo ahora, veremos a ver cómo sale esto. Ahora cambia la perspectiva del juego.
Zach, they're here.
A ver qué podemos comprar. Piruletas y galletitas. Comprar una piruleta. Venga, y una piruleta también. Aquí guardamos partida. Venga, George, coño, no veas. Esto... Por aquí no podemos ir, ¿no? encontrar la sala. Mira, Ana, tío. Ay, aquí nos van a salir un montón de bolos de estos, tío. Venga, vamos a abrir, por si acaso nos da algo, tío. Para las automáticas, caja de herramientas. Mira, te lo corre para otro lado. Mira, hay un mierda seca de esto. Yes. Carga, sí. Hostia, que me pilla. Puerta. Venga, primera zona lista. Si no lo vemos. Que no salga por otro lado, tío. ¿Qué le estamos dando? Carga, carga, carga. Yes. ¿Qué pasa? ¿Muerto? Muérete, hombre. Ay, me meto en el cuarto baño. Mira, aquí podemos coger estabilizador, no sé lo que es, pero lo cojo. Más o menos me estoy haciendo los controles, tío, poquito a poco. Por allí hemos venido, o sea, por aquí. Bueno, si rompemos mejor. Si lo rompemos, más balas que yo no sé para qué valen. Si las balas no se nos cambia. ¿Para qué vale la bala? disparo de automática. Munición para el subfusil. Vale, para un subfusil. Un subfusil que no tenemos. Vale, para un subfusil que no tenemos. Puta madre. Mientras no nos salgan por la espalda, vamos bien. Los tengamos de frente. Una putada que no podamos andar apuntando, tío.
Amazing. Amazing. Nice shot.
Es por aquí, pero di tú que...
Amazing.
Por ahí, tío, pero... Aquí hay un montón de... Para que no se gasta.